Hi, and welcome to the 10-10-Diverse Show, episode 70. Today we've got anywhere between 8 to 14 artists, if they all show up, just here quickly to promote one of their songs. Coming up first from South Africa, Peter Twisong. Peter, who are Four Sons South as a band, and what's the story, behind your marvellous song, Living for the Night?
All right. Four Sons South is a five-piece rock band from South Africa, which I founded in the end of 2019. We came out with our first EP in
Peter.
Lockdown. Yeah.
It's breaking up a little bit. We can hear you, but your signal's not so great either today. But yeah, continue, bro. It's all good. We do our best here, man. If there's bad weather, there's bad weather. We're trying. Just start that again, because we didn't hear anything. Who are Four Sons South? What's the story behind your song, Living for the Night?
Okay, we're going to try again. I hope it comes through. Four Sons South is a five-piece from South Africa. Got lots of vocals going on. Most people sing in the band, and I love making arrangements for those vocals. Let me keep it short and sweet. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, Peter, everything you do is fantastic, and let's start off the show. Four Sons South with Living for the Night. Sit back and enjoy, and we can only apologise about the weather. Nobody can beat Mother Nature. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go, it's working. Enjoy.
Sometimes I don't want to see, only hear your voice inside when I close my eyes to hide. Living for the night, come to miss the light. Living for today, there's just no other way. To our surprise, the road comes to an end. We want to go along but comprehend. Adventure never breaks the bond. It's all in how we respond. The waters crash between our feet, and all the people I get to meet. The best times are giving it all, and you reply to my call. Living for the night, come to miss the light. Living for today, there's just no other way.
Oh, that was absolutely fantastic, Peter. You know how much I love you here, man. Top Plant Promotions, you're fantastic. So this is how it works. Our next guest, if you want to say something, Alexi, while I load up your track, would you like to say something to Peter about that song while I load up your song, Alexi?
I would like to say first about that previous song. I think I said it in the chat, but I really liked the how the male and female vocals sang together. I think that was a nice harmony there, and mixed well, levels wise. Pretty good. I think I enjoyed it definitely, and that would be my alley since Blackened Rose is also kind of like that hard rock, mixed a bit with gothic feel. I kind of got my stage outfit going a bit with the all the breech there and stuff.
Nice. So it was a good song, eh? It was a good one. What we'll do is Peter's going to give us his website, and then we'll get to your section, and I'll ask you about your song and stuff. So well said, Alexi. Peter, what's the best way for anyone to contact you, dude? Peter, your signal's bad.
If you guys can hear us, hear me, because the internet is not doing well today. Fourth Sun South on all social media, all streaming platforms.
Well, dude, we'll need to go, man. Your signal is really bad, Peter. Fourth Sun South at all social medias. It's quite a unique name. Peter's a legend. He'll support you back if you support him. Fourth Sun South, till the next time. Thank you. Do you know, this signal's it's annoying me a little bit here, but we just have to deal with it. So from South Africa over to Australia, represented by Alexi. Could you tell us, Alexi, who are Blackened Rose, and what's the story behind your song, Ginger Red?
The story is actually quite funny. But first, I guess I would want to share a word about Blackened Rose itself, since it's quite a recent band of mine. I've gotten it all together, I got 5 people, so guitars, bass, drums, keyboards, and me on vocals. And it's just since the end of last year, really. So Ginger Red was our first single, and we're planning to release a few more in the coming months. So I'm looking forward to that. But Ginger Red's idea was actually quite simple. And I think I just went funny with the lyrics. And I've written a bit about some personal stories, some people I've met through my life, so Ginger Red, oh so bad.
Well, without further ado, let's get acquainted with your music. If you've not heard them yet, they're absolutely brilliant. Blackened Rose with their track Ginger Red. Sit back and enjoy. One love, ladies and gentlemen. And Mr. Dreezer, you're up next. Enjoy.
Let's go!
Absolutely fantastic, man. Another day into the show here. Alexi, fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Mr. Alan Dreeser, you're the next guest up here. So would you like to say something to Alexi while I prepare your song?
Yeah, I thought it was really good, hard rock and roll, which is, everybody loves a bit of that, don't they? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, just wanted to do it very old school, late 70s, something early 80s rock vibe for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think you captured that. Well done.
Thank you.
Didn't you just? So what's the best way for anyone to find you? Alexi, do you have a website or anything you want to promote here?
Well, of course, we're on most of the social media, so you can find us, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere like that. And if you want to stream, listen, of course, again, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, it's all there. So more coming. Why not?
I can't wait to see what's next for you guys, But ladies and gentlemen, there's only 6 more acts to go. There's only 8 acts today. Sometimes it's 20. So hopefully you can all hang around for the rest of the show. Alexi and his Blackened Rose, until the next time.
Thank you.
No problem whatsoever. So coming up next, we've got Alan Dreeser from the UK. I've actually pressed the wrong button there. Could you introduce yourself, Alan? Who are you as an artist, and what's the story behind your song, Take Me Back?
Yeah, I'm a solo artist, been a solo artist. I was in bands before that, but since 2017, I would say it's an electro pop sound, a little bit retro as well, a bit of 80s thrown in there. The song itself is inspired by the song Heart of Glass by Blondie, not musically, but it just took me back to a particular time and the people that are around then, the things that we used to do, stuff like that. And then I got to thinking, was life better back then? And has technology changed things for the better or worse from when I was a young boy? So it's kind of evoking all of those memories. And the video, which isn't this one, the official video, which is out next week, is all about going back in time. And that's what the song's about, is just evoking those memories of your youth, if you like.
Hey, I always think that the same as well. Everyone thinks they're so much smarter now with a smartphone in their hand, but if you've got a power cut, really, we're not anywhere near as smart as everybody was 20, 30 years ago, as in being able to do things with their life skills and stuff. So what a wonderful reason to write a song. Sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Dreeser with Take Me Back.
Thank you.
One love. And here we go.
Do you remember silly games we would play? Nothing else seemed to matter. We just lived for today. Queuing for heroes right round the block. Blinded police and watching top of the pops. Come on, man. But then you had to go away. So take me back to those times when we all find mistakes we would make, didn't block out the sunshine. Back to those streets where we would all meet and laugh about nothing, 'cause nothing was all that we had. Oh God, can you just take me back? 99's in 81. Top 40 countdown. We were waiting for invisible sun. Saturday business, downtown record shops. To cut a long story short, tennis rackets as guitars. We didn't care, we were together. So take me back to those times when we all find mistakes we would make, didn't block out the sunshine. Back to those streets I'm not wrong. Didn't everything feel different before Apple came along? I'm starting to forget. So tell me I'm not wrong. Didn't everything feel different before Apple came along? Oh, please just take me back. So take me back to those times where we all were fine. Mistakes we could make didn't block out the sunshine. Back to those streets where we would all meet and laugh about nothing, 'cause nothing was all that we had. Oh God, can you just take me back? God, just take me back.
Absolutely fantastic. Alan Dreeser, ladies and gentlemen, another debutant on the show. Thanks, dude. That was just wonderful.
Thank you.
Our next guests are over in Norway. So, Gear, would you like to say anything about Alan's song while I load up your track? Gear in Norway?
Hello, yes. It's a great voice, great sound, and I like this, what I listen to. And so it's a good job. You have it was a great song. I love this song. And what I can tell about Viking Queen, I started up Viking Queen October 2016.
We'll get to your section just in 30 seconds. We'll just let Alan give his website and then we'll get to you, brother. So thanks for the nice comment there, Gear. Alan, do you have a website? Or it's just the same thing every guest.
Yeah, certainly. It's alandreeser.com is my website, and Alan Dreeser Music is on all socials.
Nice one, dude. Well, thanks for being a marvellous guest, and sorry to everybody for the signal this morning, but we're almost halfway there. So from England over to Norway, represented by Gear. Gear, could you tell us who are Viking Queen and what's the story behind your song, Hail to the King?
Yeah, I can tell you. I started up Viking Queen October 2016, and we joined some reality TV series, Norwegian Rednecks, from its most popular TV show in Scandinavia. And so we come out with the first album, Hammers of Gods Worldwide. And we have a female singer in the first album. So I fired this front singer we had before, and we have some audition with different singers. So the new album, Hail to the King, I have a new front singer from Santiago. And as you know, this is a king, so it's a red line from the first album to this album. It's a battle song, Hail to the King, when the queen have passed away or dead in the battlefield, and the king come up to the new front singer for Viking Queen, so that's the story about I writing this song, Hail to the King.
Well, without further ado, let's sit back and enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got wee Sam, Steve, Graham, and Tony as the next four guests. When you say Vikings, I've got a group on Facebook called Vikings, and it's the most supportive people that's in my music family. And most of us have got big beards. I've got the smallest one. So I love Vikings, and I can't wait to let everyone hear this. Viking Queen with Hail to the King. Sit back and enjoy. This is us halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Come in.
Building up conflict for row. Vivid pictures flies, consider I reveals the fate for kings, queens, and foes. The young man seeks his knowledge Fuse the young will steal the gold. You feel inspiration. You feel like blowing. There are no limits. If you feel power. The night was cold and the city was asleep. The flames was dancing in the air. Rose from the alleys, woke up again, preparing to defend his land. The gas soul is burning as the enemy reach, slaying their way through the fog. The king seeks his vengeance to kill the law that threatens the future of his land. We should know we'll unleash the beast. That's always the outcome of this war. Soldiers dashing, no retreat. They die by the hand of the sword. We should know we'll unleash the beast. Always out of this war. Soldiers dashing, no retreat. They die by the hand of the sword. Hail to the gale. Hail to the gale. Hail to the
Absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it was highlights of several different songs. I think it was there. But the link you sent me was 45 minutes long, so I didn't know what part of it to play. So, Gear, we'll get you back on ASAP. And my camera's acting up weird.
Yeah.
Welcome, Bella Dose. Lenny Egerton, he's come into the room, Lenny. Thanks for coming, dude. So we're on song 4 of 9 it is going to be now. So our next guest coming up is Steve. No, it's not. It's Wiz Gray. Wee Sam, would you like to say something regarding that track? And I'll load up your song, please, brother.
Yeah, that was some real heavy stuff. I really liked that. I'm not the biggest fan of heavy metal, but I had myself banging to that. My head was bopping to that for sure. Yeah, I really liked that for sure.
Well said, dude. Well said. So, how does everyone find Viking Queen? Gear, do you have a website or what social
Yeah,
media?
we have everything on social media from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, website, and everything. We have people who take care about that, not we. And we have a big management and record label, booking company. We have everything, and now. So you can find us there and buy the CD, vinyl, everything. And every platform from Apple to Spotify, Wimp, Apple. Also, we have everything. Also the music. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm your friend on Facebook, Gear. But yeah, Viking Queen, it's quite a unique name. So everybody check out Viking Queen. Until the next time, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
So poor Tony from Australia signaled so bad he had to leave there. But Lenny's come into the show, so we've still got 4 guests to go. We're going to go with wee Sam, then Lenny, then Steve, and then Graham. So there's only 4 songs left to actually witness. So coming up next from Australia, who is Wiz Gray, and what's your story behind your song Harley? Or wee Sam, you get called as well. But who are Wiz Gray, and what's the story behind your song Harley?
Yeah, so I'm an up and coming artist from Sydney, Australia. 22 years old, and pretty much behind the song Harley, I just wanted to tap into some R&B. I'm a big fan of R&B and hip hop. I kind of like the older R&B tunes, like I like early Chris Brown, like Usher, things of that nature. So I wanted to give a more modernized vibe, and I like The Weeknd as well. So I kind of wanted to like mix all those together and come with a new R&B sound, like sounding kind of wave, really. Yeah.
Hey man, it's absolutely fantastic, and this is called the Diverse Show for a reason. We do our shows, we do R&B, we do blues shows, metal shows, and all the rest of it. But this is a diverse show that we open up to everyone to come and get their first show. So without further ado, Harley by Wiz Gray. Absolutely brilliant, man. Love this track. Sit back and enjoy.
Harley, Harley,
Harley. Ask me if I got a lighter. You set yourself on fire, you liar.
haven't made my way to your hit list. Bad news, you are a eater. Everybody on Molly, I know she blame me partly. Everybody on Molly, I know she blame me partly. Everybody on Molly, I know she blame me partly.
Morning and it's time to rise
First
up.
dibs on the end and the core and the Harley.
To the garden, then I
Put it
light
in
up.
a blunt, now you disrespect Bob Marley.
Fuck boy.
Got these problems that I just can't comprehend. I met a girl named Harley. She wasn't shy, she popped 10 mollies. Less than 300 prepared for the party. I met a girl named Harley. She wasn't shy, she popped 10 mollies. Less than 300 prepared for the party. I met a girl named Samantha. Off the practice said she a good dancer. She said her mother was there, but her dad was more like a freelancer. Then she asked me about my life, and I told her that it's complicated. See the glimmer in my eyes cause I'm faded. I can see nobody but you, baby. Got first dibs on the end and the car and the Harley. Nobody else can be there. Put it in a blind, now you disrespect Bob Marley. Got these problems that I just can't comprehend. I met a girl named Harley, and I saw from back here and blunted to the head. Better watch these girls cause they're just trying to weigh out their options. I met a girl named Samantha. If your name rebound, then I'm gonna wanna fuck you. Better watch these girls cause they're just trying to weigh out their options. What about that bitch Harley? If your name rebound, then I'm gonna wanna fuck you. Harley, Harley.
Harley. Ask me if I got a lighter. You set yourself on fire, you liar. Harley. All my life I've been a fighter. Harley.
I met a girl named, I met a girl named Harley. She wasn't shy, she popped 10 mollies.
Harley.
I know she blamed me partly.
Morning and it's time to rise up. To the garden, then I light up. Morning and it's time to rise up. To the garden, then I light up.
Something in the button. That's absolutely fantastic. We Sam, brilliant. Wiz Gray.
Thank you.
Lenny, you're next. So would you like to say something quickly to young wee Sam while I load up your track, Mr. Edgerton?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, sorry, when we organised times, this is my first time on the show, and I thought it was like 11 p.m. or Sydney time. I'm getting prepped to stay up late, but yeah, thanks for sending me a message, dude. I appreciate it.
No worries. You're actually in Australia as well, yeah? You're in Australia. That's 4 Australians then. Nice one. So, what's great? What's the best way for anyone to find you? Just the same as other artists. Do you have a website or any of these things?
Oh yeah, it's just at Whis Gray. Pretty much on all social medias. I'm on all social platforms. I'm on all digital service platforms as well. So you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. It's just my name, Whis Gray.
Nice one. Well, until the next time. Thanks very much. We've only got 3 acts
Thank you so
left.
much.
Poor Tony's Tony's world class as well. He's trying to come in. He just can't get it. So there's only 3 songs left. So from Australia, back over to Australia again. Lenny Edgerton, could you introduce yourself? Who are Bella Dose Music and what's the story behind the song One Night Stand?
Oh, okay. Bella Dose Music's my music business name. I'm just a generic singer-songwriter here in Australia. I go under the moniker of Len's Theory. That's my solo project that's been floating around for many years. Played in a couple of country bands and the rock scene here in Newcastle. But yeah, I've got this little solo project on the side, and yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Apart from teach music here in Australia, so pretty hectic. Times are busy. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm so happy that you come, because this song is absolutely brilliant, dude. Sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Not that there's any ladies in the room, but plenty will see it. One Night Stand by Bella Dose Music. Sit back and enjoy. Third last song of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Watching the summer rain tumble down in a smoky bar at the end of town. For tonight you are my friend. I've had to call on you again. As I take another shot, you pick me up. Dream.
Absolutely fantastic, man. Isn't that just a great song, eh? We nearly missed Lenny from the show as well, and he's just coming. Thanks, dude. That was absolutely brilliant. Our next guest is in Portugal, Steve Andrews. Would you like to say something to Belados? And I'll load up your track, young man.
Yeah, I would indeed. I thought that was absolutely amazing. It was top quality songwriting, which I think I said in the chat, and production and everything about it was just top class. And I also just added that I could hear that on the radio. It's very kind of radio friendly. The sound was so professional. Fantastic job.
Very cool. Thank you.
Oh,
Well
you're
said.
welcome.
Well said, dude. So Lenny, what's the best way for anyone to find you guys? You know, your website or social medias or anything?
Yeah, my website's belladosmusic.com. It's more of a mentoring site. As far as social media goes, I go under Lenny Edgerton, singer-songwriter, and Belados Music's on there as well for the teaching and mentoring purposes. So again, thanks for that too, because that's what I focus on, songwriting. I teach a lot of songwriting here in Newcastle, Australia. So
Well, thanks for being a marvellous guest. And to all the new people that's in the show today, I'll speak to you afterwards. I'd love you to come and get all your songs featured, because I do these shows and then I promote you 7 different ways eternally for just coming on the one show. So you can either just come and get one song help promoted, or like Steve and Graham and Peter and many other people, you could come and get all your songs featured on this show. Until the next time, Lenny Edgerton and Belados Music. He's my mentor over there, so check him out. So from Australia over to Portugal, we've got 3 more guests to go. We're going to try and play Tony's, even if he can't introduce it himself. It's so good I have to. So Steve Andrews over in Portugal, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, The Nightingale?
Okay, thank you, Sparky. Well, first of all, I just wanted to say that in Wee Sam's song, we had a mention for Bob Marley, and I've got Bob Marley behind my head on the wall, as you can see. So that's why I changed my background so you could see Bob. And I also wanted to say, because we've got various guests here from Australia, I've got an Australian connection, and I got it out. This is my, I don't know if you can see that, but this is my, basically, I joined the Rotary Club of Wyndham Harbour. And this is my congratulations for doing so, and my welcome to Rotary Pack. And this came about, although I'm in Portugal, which is a bit strange, but this came about because I write environmental songs, one of which you're about to hear. And I wrote a song about plastic pollution, which Sparky knows well, which is called Where Does All the Plastic Go? The Rotary Club of Wyndham Harbour found this on Instagram, wanted to interview me for their magazine, and I, of course, said, yes, please. And then they invited me to the online meetings because we were in lockdown then. And that was basically how I came to join the Rotary Club of Wyndham Harbour in Australia. So I do have like an Australian connection, and I'm often in like online meetings with them over there. So I thought I'd bring that into it. But as you can see on my hat, I've actually got a dragon on here. This is because I'm from Wales originally, but I'm currently in Portugal. And my song that you're about to hear is an environmental song. It was recorded in Wales with Jace Lewis as the producer. It features Mab Jones, who is a Welsh poetess and media person, a personality. And Mab does some backing vocals on there. And as I say, it was recorded in Wales at Jace's Northstone Studios. And it's an environmental song basically about something which is happening all over the world, where habitats and forests and just natural places are being destroyed by housing developments and road making and stuff. And the point that I'm making is that it's called a nightingale because I say, like, you're not going to hear any nightingales if they've got nowhere to live. And this is the case with all forms of wildlife. I make a reference to the trees in Sheffield. And for those of you in the UK would know where Sheffield is. For those of you in the rest of the world, maybe not. Sheffield is a big city, and it was in the news a lot a few years ago because there were thousands of trees being chopped down in Sheffield. And some notable people got involved in this. Jarvis Cocker from the band Pulp, yeah. He spoke out about this and was involved in the protests. Bianca Jagger said something about this. And Michael Gove, who at the time I think was Environment Secretary from the Tory party, even he got involved in it to say that this was insane and it should stop all the trees chopping. So I make a mention to that. And the main point of the song is to say that the people who are doing this don't care about the environment, even if they say so. They care about making money. And the only way we're going to stop this is if the people protest enough and say, we've had enough of this. So that's basically, a bit about my song. I think that's probably enough from me. Bob Marley, Australia, Rotary clubs, Wales, Welsh Dragons, environment all over the world. We need to do something about it. Sparky, over to you with my song, The Nightingale.
Without further ado, the only thing that's missing is a video. This man's videos are world class, but he's not got one for this. So sit back and enjoy The Nightingale. I love you, Steve. You're the man, brother.
You'll never hear Nightingale if the home's no longer there. Destroyed by a developer who doesn't really care. Despite their claims otherwise about biodiversity. Ripped up hedges, bulldozed land is a reality I see. Reality I see.
Stop the destruction of so many trees. Who will save the birds, the butterflies and bees? It comes down to the protesters, to people like you and I. We cannot let them kill our world. We cannot let it die. We cannot let it die.
They've killed the trees in Sheffield, and it's happening across the UK. Big business doesn't care about nature, despite what they may say. Businessmen and councillors don't care about a green city. They care about making targets. They care about big money. They care about big money.
Stop the destruction of so many trees. Who will save the birds, the butterflies and bees? It comes down to the protesters, to people like you and I. We cannot let them kill our world. We cannot let it die. We cannot let it die.
Steve Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see more about Steve, type in Steve Andrews, Britain's Got Talent, and you'll see him on Britain's Got Talent singing Stand By Me, and he gets all the female chicks in the crowd up on stage with him, man. It's looking, sorry for swearing, it's absolutely brilliant. Steve, you're a legend, love you to bits. Graham Tucker, you're up next. What was your thoughts on Steve's track? Well, load up your song, the second last of the evening. Graham and then Tony to go. Tucker?
Very powerful, very powerful. Love songs that mean something. So I liked that. That was good.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you, and thank you for everybody. For the comments in the chat as well. Thank you. Thank you, Sparky.
So how does everyone find you, Steve?
Here I do hold up my bit of paper that I always do. There we are. That's the easiest way. Easiest way.
SteveAndrews.info, that's his website, www.steveandrews.info. The man's, honestly, if there's more Steve Andrews in the world would be a better place to live in. You know, it would be, you know, he's at the forefront to try to change things. You have no idea what he's done in the past, all the causes he stands for. And he's my right-hand man in this show. He's one of them. Steve Andrews, till the next time. Thank you. And I even put on my green hat for you, dude, but it's going back to white now. Do you know what I mean? So from Portugal, back over to my homeland, Scotland, Graham Tucker, aka WWG. Introduce yourself, dude. And what's the story behind your song? It's a namesake of the Scorpions track, Winds of Change. Could you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, no problem. So basically, I'm a singer-songwriter. I took the foot off the gas, but it's back on now. So I'm starting to really push for coverage in the songs. Winds of Change, it's quite a common story. Everybody knows somebody in this situation. It was actually influenced by quite a few couples I know who stayed in their relationship, but it's dead. Everybody can see it's dead. They know it's dead, but they fear change. They don't want to change. It's too much hassle to change. Then eventually somebody says, enough. And the point is, it makes you look at yourself and think about, well, what could I have done differently? But what's really great about it is I got a strong message, but it's still a commercial song with a good dance beat and a good chorus. So I like how they fuse together. You can treat it in two levels. You can listen just as a dance track, or you can listen to it deeper and go there with it, sort of thing.
Hey man, you're fantastic, Graham. It goes by the artist name WWG, recently renamed himself, and this is his song Winds of Change. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
was so scared, now it's cold and hot. Change is gonna come. Take a look at the sun. Promises we made and then forgot. Change is gonna come. Take a look at the sun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take a look at the sun. Change is gonna come.
WWG, you know, that's very, very commercial track, man. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping that Tony can hear us, although we can't see him. Tony, if you can hear us, what was your thoughts on that track?
I can hear.
Oh, it's quite jumpy, Tony.
Yeah,
I'd like
I've noticed a bit of commercial stuff going on in the program today. Great track, catchy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yeah.
Mark? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can.
My
Yes.
God. You can hear me.
We can hear you, dude. So,
Yeah.
well said, Tony. We'll
That's
get to your
great.
song in a second. Yeah, it was, man. A very catchy song, you know. Graham, what's the best way for anyone to find you? I'm your friend on Instagram, but have you got a website or anything else?
Yeah, no problem. So quite strong in SoundCloud, starting to get more presence in YouTube because of the videos, and Instagram. On TikTok, but not as much. But mostly SoundCloud, YouTube, and Instagram, really. That's the main ones. And it's just under Graham Tucker or WWG.
Well, as you can see, you turned my hat blue there because you're from Scotland, dude. I don't know what's happening here. Thanks again. Till the next time, dude. Graham Tucker.
Thank you.
So our final guest of the evening is a good friend of mine, Tony, from Australia. He goes by his band name CM Jones. Introduce yourself. Who are CM Jones and why did you write the song Down on Sugar and Rye? If you can hear
hi.
me, Tony.
Thanks for having me, Mark. I'm back on deck. It's been about 3 months, but this is a song off an album I did in 2006 and 7 called Coming Out of the Dark. Down on Sugar Rye.
Tony, the audio's really bad, dude. We can't hear a word you're saying.
Bluesy, rocky.
I'm going to introduce it for you, dude, because it's terrible. We can't hear a word you're saying there, Tony, but it's okay. But his name's Tony CM Jones. He's based over in Australia. Absolute wonderful artist. This track is called Down on Sugar and Rye. Hopefully you'll be able to answer a question in a minute, Tony, but if not, everyone sit back and enjoy this track. Down on Sugar and Rye by CM Jones. Absolute wonderful artist. Sit back and enjoy.
Satisfied, she hangs her head and begins to cry while she wipes those tears from her eyes. She's telling no lies. She just wants to feel alive. That girl just ain't satisfied. Down on sugar and rye, sugar and rye, sugar and rye. She's looking for something new to bring on that womanly mood. That will make her feel brand new. There's a feeling
CM Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Told you they're fantastic. Tony's really struggling to get his audio across, but we're going to give him 2 reviews, and then that's been a wonderful show, minus the actual signal problem. So, Alan Dreeser, then Steve Andrews, would you both like to say something to Tony here? And yeah, Alan?
Sure. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I felt Eric Clapton coming across on on those. Sorry,
sorry. Yeah, on you go, Alan. There you go, Alan. Say again.
Yeah, so I was feeling some Eric Clapton vibes with that, and really nice guitar licks all the way through. Yeah, really cool track. Well done.
Well said, well said. Mr. Andrews as well, final compliment of the evening, and we'll see what Tony can do here. We chat after Steve.
I thought that was absolutely brilliant. You know, fantastic vocals, very kind of soulful, jazzy. I could, you know, really feel like a jazz influence in all of it, and great guitar. The piano, I loved that tinkling piano, you know, through a lot of it as well. That really made it, and it also had a kind of a live feel, and all round just a top quality production. Fantastic work.
Well said, well said. So Tony, brilliant chat.
Huge. I've met you on Blackened before.
No worries, dude.
Lost you, mate.
Yeah, honestly, bro. The next time we'll make sure you've got a good signal.
Mate.
The signal's terrible, Tony. But CM Jones, you'll find him on YouTube. You know, basically everywhere. Spotify, stuff like that. But yeah, we need to make. It's been great to see you, Tony. But unfortunately, your section's been a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, Mark.
Yeah, brother. I'll speak to you soon, Tony. Tony, CM Jones, everyone. Until the next time. Thank you.
No worries, Mark.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. So this has been a short show. Sometimes I've got 18, 20 guests on a show. This has just been 9 today. So I'm going to stop the Facebook Live. I thank you all for coming. I'll stop the Facebook Live, and then I like to end all my shows with the World Peace sign, because I hope to try and help world peace come in this world. So goodbye, Facebook. And then, yeah, throw your V's in the air if you want world peace like everyone does. 1, 2, 3, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Even you, Lenny, you got it. Nice, man.